Hi, my name is Dave. I'm your host. You're listening to The Last Podcast, where the first shall be last and the last shall be first. If this is your first time listening, hey, I'm happy you found us. Welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. I really appreciate you listening, and I hope you continue to find tips, ideas, and value from listening to this podcast. You know, the strangest thing happened today, and I was trying to do my podcast since this morning, but there was something going on with my software. Don't you just hate that? And the mic wouldn't work right, and so finally got everything together and working just like I wanted to work. And now, you know, it's like almost at the end of the day. It's crazy. Well, anyway, that's not what I really want to talk about. Today I want to talk about working out, going to the gym. And it's kind of funny because I'm going to tell you a long time ago, I'm going to tell you about the first time I stepped on a treadmill and or the first time I went back to the gym after after many years being from the gym, being absent from the gym. So the funny thing is, my wife kept telling me at that time, and this is years back, my wife kept telling me, you really got to start losing weight. You really got to start losing weight. And you know how when people are telling you what you got to do, sometimes that just goes in one ear out the other, right? So my wife, one day I was coming home from work, and I was coming home with a family member, and they said, hey, I was driving them home, and they said, hey, Dave, can you stop here at the gym? I just want to see how much it costs. And the day we stopped, they were having some type of promotion where it's just $10. All you got to do is put $10 down and $10 a month. And I'm like, shoot, I can do that. So he wind up not joining. I'm the one who actually joined. So I went home after I done dropped him off. I went home and I told my wife, hey, you know what? Right there on Beltline, they got this new gym that opened up, and I joined. She said, what? Really? I said, yeah, I joined. So I didn't go the first day. You get up early in the morning and take the kids to seminary and whatnot. But the following day, my wife surprised me with a gym bag, sneakers, and a gym outfit. Oh, I really said, wow, I was so happy and, so appreciative and surprised. And I was like, tomorrow I got no excuse. I got everything I need. And she even got me a water bottle. I mean, she thought of everything. She wanted to make sure I felt good going in my first day. So I took the kids to seminary. This is 6 a.m, by the way. So I clocked in at 6 o'clock. And I'm saying to myself, I'm going to hit the treadmill for a few minutes. And then I'm going to just go work out on some of the weights. So I got all dressed up because it was winter time. So I had to actually undress in the locker room and put my clothes up in the locker room and lock everything up. And by the time I get outside, it's like maybe 6:03. So I get up on a treadmill and I start on the treadmill, and I get off the treadmill after I went on the treadmill for a few minutes, and then, well, not a few minutes. I'm actually not telling the truth here. I got on the treadmill. I did a couple of steps, and I kid you not, I got off the treadmill, went in a locker room because I felt like I was gonna die, and I left. And the guy said, "What? You forget something?" I said, "Nah, man. I'll try it again tomorrow. That's all I got." So I was there for literally like 2 to 3 minutes, and was on the treadmill less than a minute. So I got to tell you, that was so funny, but. It really had me thinking, because when I went back the following day, my whole goal, and I kid you not when I tell you this, my whole goal was only to do a minute on the treadmill and then get off the treadmill and basically go to one machine and work out and then go. Well, I did just that. I walked for that 1 minute on a treadmill, and I got off and I went to a machine that you could do curls, and I did like 3 sets of 10s, and then I left. The following day, I said, you know what? I just want to get 2 minutes or whatever I can do on a treadmill, and then I'll try two machines. Well, suffice it to say, I wind up eventually at the end of the month doing an hour on a treadmill and spending an hour on the machines. So I really had to build up to it. And I say that to tell you this. If you're struggling to go to the gym and you are struggling just to do that one little exercise or just to get started, hey, don't fret. Just go and do one thing and then build yourself up every day. Build up day by day. And believe me when I tell you, you'll be pushing past that feeling of not going to the gym. And all I could tell you is this: you're going to have those days. You're going to have those days where you don't feel like going to the gym. And when you finally get to the gym, you're going to have to push past that feeling of not going and get in the car, go to the gym. And by the time you get there, if you're anything like me, once I'm there, I'm going to do whatever I got to do. I'm going to put in the work. And I'm going to tell you something. What I found is all the days that I never felt like going to the gym, they wind up being the best workout days I've ever had. So I don't know if you're going to the gym and you yourself have those days, and I know you do. You have those days you don't feel like going, and then boom, once you get in there and you start working, you wind up having a great workout, and then when you leave, you're really appreciative that you actually went, and you were proud of yourself for pushing past that I don't feel like going moment. So I am telling you that because that's how I felt every day that I went to work out. Every day I wanted to work out, I felt, I don't feel like going. There was always a reason not to go. I got to get ready for work. I come home from work, I'm too tired. And you know what? You're going to have to eventually come to a point where you say, what is the benefits of me going? Is it I don't have the money, or I want to live longer, or I want to lose the weight, or I want to become healthier? What is the reason for you going? And then you have to associate that reason with a good benefit and a good way of saying, okay, I have to go because I want to live longer. Why do you want to live longer? So you're going to have to hone down and drill down to the core reason of you wanting to even go to the gym and work out. And that's what you have to do. There are physical benefits. And believe me when I tell you, far from, I feel great, you're going to feel sore. I don't know about you, and I heard a lot of people say this before. You know what? You're going to feel sore for like a couple of weeks, man, I'm going to tell you something. I feel sore every day. There hasn't been a day that I haven't been sore. Yes, even when I work out or when I don't work out. So it don't matter to me. And that's malarkey. If you tell a person, hey, look, you a person that don't go to the gym, hey, you're gonna get started. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna be painful. You're gonna be sore for a little while. Hey, tell the truth. You probably be sore for almost 6 months to a year. For me, it's like every day. I don't care what I do. Every day I am sore. And that could be because of my age. I don't know. But hey, every day. And I can't really say that because I remember 20 years ago when I was still going to the gym back then. I was sore. I was sore a lot. Every time I had physical activity like painting or whatever, I was sore. I was tired. But guess what? At the end of the day, you put in some good work. At the end of the day, you say it was well worth it. At the end of the day, you can now sleep. Yes. Because when you work out hard, you're going to be able to sleep real good. So you got to be able to be in that gym. You got to be in it. And it's not about competing with anyone else. It's about competing with yourself. Say, tomorrow, I want to be better than I am today. That's how it got to be for you. You're competing with you. Not anyone else. Everybody else, they have their own competition with themselves. And they may even have competition with each other. But that's okay. You getting into it. You just starting. You have to make it day by day. So whatever you do today, just try to be better tomorrow. That's all it is. Be consistent in your progress. Basically, that's all you have to do. And believe me, working out is just 5% of the losing weight if that's your goal. It's 95% of what you do at the table. And that is how you truly lose weight. You got to start eating to lose weight. I'm not saying you eat a whole lot less. And if you're a heavy eater, yeah, you're going to have to tone it down some. And if you're a heavy sugar intake like I was, you're going to have to tone it down. I'm going to tell you right now, for purposes, I do consume sugar and I don't want to, but I notice that when I don't, my sugar levels go so low that it's almost frightening. So, and then you wind up getting dizzy or whatever the case may be. But I learned not to consume too much sugar too. So I try bare minimum, and that's through either fruit, that's either through like peppermint or something like that, and that's how I get it. That's how I do it. And I'm gonna tell you, your exercising and your eating habits have to become consistent. Everything you do, and you want to regularly exercise. You have to have that pattern, that consistent progress towards whatever it is you're trying to reach, whatever goal you're trying to achieve. You just got to remember, this is something that you're doing, right? This is something that you're doing for your own physical health. You want to improve your stature. You want to improve your health. You want to improve your eating habits. These are things that you got to do. You got to work toward those goals. But let me tell you something that I learned. I've learned in my own family, I've watched them, like my grandmother, she used to walk like maybe 8 to 10 blocks every single day. And I mean, all she's doing is just going to the store, but you know, those blocks are consumed. The last 2 blocks that she has to walk are up 2 hills. So she's getting her cardiovascular exercise and making her heart nice and strong. And she did that all the way up until she was 91 years old. She died when she was 92. And I'm like, wow. And then I had an aunt who was like 89, and she climbed steps, 3 flights of steps every single day for almost 30 years. That's right. And she lived to be 89 when she passed as well. So I do know that for all the people who lived up in those ages, like 80s and 90s, they were heavy walkers. They were people who always kept moving no matter what. So I want to take on that too, because hey, I want to be able to say I want to live to 90. I want to live to however long I can live. Let me start working real diligently hard at that right now. Let me improve my physical health right now. Let me work on my eating habits right now. It's time for me to really say, I got to work hard on me. You know what? I think in our society, we work so hard for everyone else. We work hard on our job. We work hard for our boss. We work hard for our supervisor. We work hard so we can pay our bills. We work hard so we can support our family. But guess what? If you don't work hard for yourself, all those things will still remain with someone else. You have to work hard on you. You have to work hard on your health. You have to work hard so you can be around and continue to support your family and continue to support your loved ones. You have to put in the effort to work hard for you, because guess what? At the end of the day, nobody is going to work hard for you. No one. You can watch people do push-ups, run marathons all day long. It's not going to make you happier. It's not going to make you healthier. You can watch other people lift weights. You're not going to build muscle that way unless you get in and do the work. You have to actually do the work. Nobody else. Nobody can do it for you. You actually have to do it. So that is why I decided to go ahead and say, you know what, I'm going to really work hard on me. And working hard on yourself is not just going to the gym. It's not just eating healthy. That's just a small portion of it. But you have to take care of the vessel, because without the body, you can't do anything, right? I'm quite sure you understand that. So you have to be consistent in everything that you do. And I believe working out and walking, long walks and jogging is good for the mental health as well. Because, hey, listen, if you don't have the body, you can't do anything else. But what's next? What's in the body is the mind. The mental state must also be taken care of. And when we have exercises and we're doing hard exercises, we're really going, our brain, I believe, releases endorphins. And basically, it's like a feel-good drug, right? Our hormones and whatever we can do to feel good. Hey, guess what? After a good workout, you do feel good, right? But working out also does one more thing for you. It helps reduces stress. Physical activity is a great way to relieve the stress and tension that you probably built up all day at work. This is the great opportunity to come home. Make sure you have your gym shorts, your sneakers right there. And I'm gonna tell you something. This is not a lie. There was times when I knew I had to get up, and I knew if I go to work, I'm not going to work out. So I had to prepare the night before. So in order for me to prepare, I have my shorts, I have my sneakers and everything, and I'll try to prepare it right there at the closet when I know I got to go in. But you also have your earphones, and then you put that on and get your music started. I guarantee you're going to start getting pumped. I'm talking about the music that you use to work out, because there is a correlation there. Making yourself work out ready mentally, to get in the mood, to get in emotion, to get ready, to get geared up and get in there, get that work done for an hour, expand your lungs, get the heart rate pumping. I'm telling you right now, this is one of the best ways to do it. Even if you come home, you're one of those people that don't like to work out in the morning, you're a late bloomer, that's okay. When you come home from work, have everything sitting out there, ready for you to go. And listen, cut all conversation to a short minimum. If you come home, kiss the wife, say hi to the children. Hey, look, I'll be right back in about an hour and a half. I'm head to the gym. Or if you want to take them with you, that's also great. They get a chance to work out, make it a family affair, right? So what do you think? You gonna get out there and do something good with your body and your mind? And I'll tell you right now, I love working out. I don't get a chance to do it as much as I want, but how many times do I work out a week? Sometimes 2, sometimes 3. If I have the time, sometimes 4. I used to do 6 days a week, and there was one point I used to do 7 days. But I realized in learning to work out, you have to let your body rest. You have to let your body and your muscles regroup. You have to break them down, and they rebuild. So you actually have to use different workouts, different workout on different muscle groups on different days. You might work out on chest, arms, or cardio on Monday, and then do back and legs on Tuesday. These are the things that you got to figure out what works best for you. So I'm just telling you, working out is one of the greatest things that you could do for your family. If you're really saying, I gotta be around for them. Well, if you talking about you got to be around for them and you're not working out, you're not planning to be around for them as much as or as long as you need to be. So, hey, all I'm saying is if you got to work out for you. Work out so you can be around for your family. Work out so you could be around, period. Because you can't do much without the body. And you know what? If the mind goes, then you wind up being somebody's dependent, most likely the state's. So you got to take care of all your faculties. That means that you got to take time to learn. You got to take time to grow. It's all about you making sure your body gets what it needs so it can continue to grow. Because that's what it's all about, growth, right? It's all about growth. I think when we work out, it helps us formulate habits, right? Pushing through the reluctance. Oh, I don't want to go to the gym, and help you form a strong exercising habit. And I think it will work out for you if you follow through. And not only does that help with creating the habits, but you got to remember, you're going to be decreasing your chances of getting chronic diseases. Yes, exercising the body, taking care of your body helps lower chronic diseases such as diabetes, hypertension. And that is one of the major reasons that made me say, oh, I got to really look at myself because I'm letting myself go. So, hey, don't be like me, doing it on and off, on and off. You got to make it an every week affair. I say every week. You don't want to miss a week. Not unless, of course, you get sick. And then at that time, it's a little hard to get back up on the wagon and say, let me get back into it. But if you are physically ingrained, you ingrain that habit in yourself, I don't care. You're going to constantly do it. I love it. Let me tell you something. If you enjoy working out, you got to find something that works for you. And they have programs like Healthy Wage just to get you started. If you want to get in there with a group of people, you don't have to physically be there with them, but you could say, hey, you know what? I'm going to join this wager. I plan to drop XYZ in pounds by this date. And yeah, if you don't do it, but I'm quite sure you'll lose quite a few pounds doing it. You may not hit your goal the first time, but that's all right. You've dropped weight. You feel better. You've lost inches. You look good. And people would start to notice you look good. I'm going to tell you right now, I enjoy feeling good. What about you? Do you enjoy feeling good? Do you enjoy having more energy? There's times where I feel so tired, but I know why. I know that I put in the work. I know that I've exercised. And let me tell you, last week alone, and I know it's not a lot for a lot of you people. I know it's not a lot. But I finally got up to 7 miles last week. This week, I'm already at 2.5, and that's just today. So my whole goal is to do 3 miles per day. I used to do it. I can get back there. I remember when I just started working out again, I was only doing like 15 minutes on the treadmill. But you know what? Once you know what to do, it becomes easier. You'll get back in that groove and you start doing it again. And I have an exercise regimen. When I go in there, I want to hit and start to sweat. I want to hit cardio. And then once I'm done with my cardio, I want to hit machines. And then after I'm done with the machines, I'm heading home. So you'll find your own groove. You'll find what works for you. And that's all that matters. As long as you start to put in the work and take care of your vessel, take care of your body, take care of your mind, so you can take care of you and your family. Hey, that's what I got for you today. And just remember, just keep pushing past those feelings when you don't feel like going to the gym or don't feel like going to work out. And for all those people who say, hey, look, I don't want to be around a bunch of people. Sometimes you could go to the gym early in the morning or real late at night when there's barely a soul in there. That's right. Sometimes I go early in the morning. It's like about maybe 10 people in the whole big gym. And for those people who don't want to pay, you can get out and walk. You could get out and do some exercising, or you could just exercise in your house for 15 to 20 minutes before you go to work. There's no excuse. And then while you're at work, you can still exercise. I implemented doing 10 push-ups on my break every day. Now, I no longer do 10. I'm at 100. I'm at 150. So I'm doing sets of 25. I'm doing sets of 30, however my body feels. And there is maybe 2 days or 3 days out the week I may not. But the whole goal is it's an opportunity for you to work on your body, work on your mind, work on your health, and build your heart up. Healthy heart. That's right. Apple a day keeps the doctor away. Imagine how you can exercise 15 minutes in the morning before you head out. You'll start feeling real good inside of 30 days. Go ahead and try it. And while you're trying to exercise, guess what's going to happen? You're going to start saying, you know what? I don't want my exercises to be in vain. I'm going to start changing the way I eat. Let me just drop a couple of pounds. Let me slim up. Let me fit. And before you know it, you're fitting in stuff that you used to fit in while you're in your 20s. Well, I'm an old cat right now, so that's why I say 20s. Because you might be 20 listening to this. Hey, that's okay. It's all right. If you feel that you got a couple of pounds to lose, hey, start now and keep up with it. That's all I have. I want to thank you so much for listening. You're listening to The Last Podcast, and my name is Dave. I hope you share this with your family and friends, and I hope you continue to listen. And do me a favor, like it, subscribe, and if you want to hit me up, you can do so at dave@thelastpodcast.info, or you can just text me at 972-284-9518. That number is 972-284-9518. And again, you guys be blessed. Thanks a lot for listening. Have a wonderful day. Bye. This is Dave with The Last Podcast. Do me a favor, don't forget to share this with your family, friends, and coworkers. Have a blessed day.